Todd Young Online presents Young Tales. Tales for the young and the young at heart. Today's story, Bulfinch's Mythology, Stories of Gods and Heroes. The story of Nisus and Scylla. Minos, king of Crete, waged war upon Megara. Nisus, the ruler of Megara, had a daughter named Scylla. The siege endured for 6 long months, yet the city remained unyielding, for fate had decreed that Megara could not fall as long as a certain purple lock of hair gleaming among the tresses of King Nisus stayed upon his head. A tower on the city walls overlooked the plains where Minos and his army lay encamped. Scylla often ascended this tower, gazing out upon the host below. Over time, she learned to distinguish the leaders among the enemy, but none captivated her as Minos did. She watched him clad in his helmet, bearing his shield, and admired his grace in battle. When he cast his javelin, strength and skill fused seamlessly. When he drew his bow, even Apollo could not have handled it with more elegance. Yet it was when he disarmed, his purple robes draping over him as he mounted his white horse, its bridle foaming with effort, that Scylla's heart betrayed her. She envied the weapons he held, the reins he gripped, and longed to cross the battlefield, heedless of danger, just to stand before him. In her tower, she mused to herself, "I know not whether to mourn or rejoice at this war. I grieve that Minos is my father's enemy, yet I rejoice that it brings him before my eyes. Perhaps peace could yet be brokered if I offered myself as a token of surrender. I would descend this tower and throw myself at his feet, offering him our city and myself. But to betray my father, how could I? And yet, might it not be best for Megara to fall to one so just and noble? Perhaps love, not war, should open our gates. Better that than prolonged slaughter. Oh, but what if some unwitting hand strikes Minos down? How cruel fate would be! No, I must prevent it. I shall give myself in this city to him, and so in this conflict. Yet the gates are guarded, and my father holds the keys. He alone stands in my way. Would the gods might take him? But why plead with the gods when love emboldens mortals to do what they must? Others have dared as much for love. Why not I? Fire and sword are not needed. Only one lock of hair, more precious than gold, stands between me and my desire." As the night veiled the palace, sleep descended upon its halls. Scylla crept into her father's chamber and severed the fatal lock from his head. Slipping beyond the city walls, she crossed into the enemy camp and requested an audience with King Minos. Brought before him, she knelt and spoke, "I am Scylla, daughter of Nisus. I surrender my father's city to you and place his kingdom in your hands. I ask for no reward but you, for it is love alone that has moved me. Beyond the purple lock, proof of my devotion. With this I give you victory." Minos recoiled, refusing to take the lock. "May the gods curse you, vile woman! You are the disgrace of this age. May neither land nor sea grant you rest. Crete, the cradle of Jove, shall not suffer such treachery to dwell within its bounds." With those words he ordered fair terms for the conquered city, but commanded his fleet to depart at once. Desperation seized Scylla. "Ungrateful man! Is this how you reward me? I have sacrificed father and homeland for you. I do not deny my guilt, but it should not be by your hand that I perish." As the ships unfurled their sails, she flung herself into the sea, swimming to the vessel that bore Minos. Clinging to the stern, she was dragged in their wake. Above her soared a great sea eagle. It was Nisus, transformed by the gods. Spying his daughter, he plunged from the sky, striking at her with talons and beak. Scylla, in terror, released the ship, tumbling into the waves. But before she could sink, the gods took pity and changed her into a bird. Yet even now, Nisus, the sea eagle, pursues her relentlessly. To this day, whenever he glimpses her in flight, he swoops down, seeking vengeance for her betrayal. And that's where we end for today. Young Tales is produced and narrated by Todd Young from Todd Young Online. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and join us next time for another story. Thank you for your support.